get kidnapped. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully all of you are doing fine. Today I'm going to be doing a story time, as y'all know by the title. So yeah, right before I get started, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your bell button so that you could get notified every time I upload a new video. And follow me on my social media. It will be down in the description box. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, before I get started, I didn't really know this guy, but his dad knew my dad, and I'm trying to make it as simple and easy to understand because I don't want to like confuse anybody. But anyways, I'm not gonna say his name. I just put it as the guy. So I'm not gonna say his name. I'm just say the guy. And before that day came, I'm gonna go back a few months back or even years. Mind you, I was only in 6th grade when I thought I was gonna get kidnapped. So before that day came, I was like 9 or 10, a little ass girl. So I didn't like, yeah, I know about boys and little flirts there and then, but nothing about like, damn, like, I was in this park called City Island. It's in the Bronx. And I was like by like some branch. And before I get into it, a little backstory about me. Well, my parents have like a little business, but I help them on Sundays because every Sunday we will go to the park. So we will sell like Mexican authentic food. My brother will play and my dad will play baseball in the league as well, at the time. And sorry, I keep saying and yeah, so going back to that day, like I said, I was like 9 or 10. So I was sitting by this branch, minding my business. I was alone, and I remember I had basketball shorts on and like a regular shirt, like a t-shirt. Then I was like, I knew someone was coming towards my way, but I didn't really like put it to mind because I was just like why would he come near me? And mind you, I was 9 or 10. I wasn't thinking about boys at that time. I knew about them, but like it's not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a boyfriend at this age. Like, no. So then he came towards my way, and this nigga knew to give me this little letter note. Well, it wasn't really a note, but it was like a piece of paper. And this nigga knew the right time to give it to me because my parents are nowhere to be found because they're like packing, I think, or like they were doing something. And my siblings, I don't know for what reason, I don't know where the fuck they were. And yeah, I think we were like ready to go or something like that. And then he gives me the piece of paper and it had his AIM. At that time, it was AIM, you know. And I remember he gave it to me. He was like, oh, here. And like, I was just like, I would say I was like a little shy girl back then. I was just like, the fuck? But when I received it, when he gave it to me, I was like, why is he giving me a little note? Like, what the fuck? Like, is he gonna order something? Like, me thinking like an innocent girl, Like, shit, I didn't think I had it back then, but whatever. Anyways, at that time, because he was young, he was like, if I was like 9 or 10, he was probably like 16, 15, 16, around there. At that time, I thought he was still older. Like, sorry, I got a call from my friend. And at that time, like, I knew he was older than me. And I was just like, why would he wanna, And then I was thinking, like, what the fuck, pedophile, some shit, like, So I like ripped it up right away. Like when he wasn't looking, I just like teared it apart and like threw that shit. Because I was like, what the hell? And I didn't tell no one at that time because I was just like, what am I going to tell? Like, you know, because I was just like, it's not that serious, like, chill. So after that, the third time, we were about to leave, and it was like me and my sister, and I think my mom was already up, and we were in Pelham Bay, um, the park, and then my mom was already packing some things in the car, and my dad, and I think my brother as well, and it was just me and my sister. So we're in the bottom, and I see that I'm grabbing something. I see he's approaching towards my sister, and he's like telling her, because that's what she told me. He's telling her like, oh, like, is it okay if I like text your sister or like talk to her? And my sister was just like straight up like, that's if she wants to. I'm not gonna force her to do something if she doesn't want to do it, basically. You know, cut it short and simple. And then he was just like, all right, thank you. And I don't know what else he said or whatever. But then after I get everything to go, I was telling my sister like, okay, like we're leaving, hello, come. And then she was just like, oh, he wants to tell you something. And I'm like, bro, well, like what? And then after like we're like almost done packing, I'm like, yo, Danya, like hurry the fuck up, like we gotta go. And then he was like, wait, hold on. And then my sister was just like, oh, he wants to talk to you. And I'm like, what do you need to talk to me about? And I was just like, what? Like, you know, straight up, like what do you need to talk to me about? And it was just like, oh, like, you know, can like I get your number, or like can I give you my number? And I'm like, bro, like how many I was dead laughing in his face. I was like, bro, like how many times did I give you like the dub, like, you know? And this nigga's still like going for it, like this nigga's not giving up. So then he finally gave me his number. But this nigga sneaky. Like I said, this nigga is sneaky. Like this nigga ain't low. Like he knows his tricks and shit. So he has to buy to my sister first, right? So I wish I could show you. Like I don't even have like, oh, I got some money. Okay. Bro, I that broke $1. Well, I tried. Okay, so I don't know how the fuck he did this shit, but y'all gonna see the point right now. So it was like about this size. Like he folded a little note or whatever, trying to be cute and shit. So like I said, he's sneaky, and he has said bye to my sister first with the same hand. So like, you know, after he said bye to my sister, he came to me. He was like, okay, bye. And he was trying, I guess he had it like this or some shit, because I did not see it. And then he gave it to me like that, and I was just like, the fuck? And then after I grabbed it, I was just like, the fuck? And then I was just like, alright. And he was like, oh, this time don't rip it. And I was just like, like this nigga probably saw me ripped it up. Like I thought I was low, like, but I guess like this nigga was all over me. So then I opened it. You probably knew I ripped the other ones. So then I'm opening it and I'm like, oh, it's his number. Like, please text me. Something like that in Spanish. And then I was just like, all right, no, I'm not gonna text him. And okay, so the day comes, and I was with my sister in this specific park called Pelham Bay, something like that. And it was just me and her, and we wouldn't really go to the bathroom like that because like it was just us two. So mind you, the bathroom was like far away, so we only went to the bathroom when it was like we couldn't hold it anymore, obviously. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. But sometimes you could see the line from like the bathroom, like how many people are standing or whatever. But I did felt like it wasn't busy because like nobody was really in the park. It was like kind of cloudy. And so, you know, I'm walking, and it's like a pretty, I would say like 5 minute walk, depending on how fast you know walk. So I was walking, minding my business. I told my sister like, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I don't think there's like a big line, and I was like 11 or 12 at that time of age. And then she was like, okay, like make it quick, like don't take long. And I'm like, sure, like I'll be quick. So I was walking, whatever, minding my business, and then I didn't like, I always check behind me, like whoever walks behind me, because you just never know. And I didn't think like, okay, like I don't see anybody, because I always have the habit of turning back, because you just never know. So I turn back, no one's there. I go to the bathroom, and by the time I'm like going heading to the bathroom, there's like a basketball court and then the bathroom, and usually there's like a lot of guys playing basketball. But so, for some fucking reason, there was nobody playing basketball, and there was barely kids at that park, because that park be full of kids with the sprinklers and all of that. And mind you, it wasn't that cold and it wasn't that hot. It was like springtime, but I guess because it was cloudy or whatever. But once I go to the bathroom, and then I come out, and my heart dropped, bro. Like when I'm telling you, like my heart was racing. Like I remember I had my braces, and I was just like, and then I low key like went like back in the bathroom, but then I'm like, how am I gonna go back to the bathroom? Like the fuck. So I came out, and I was just like, I froze. Like I was like, and then I looked at him, and he was just standing there like posing and shit, like leaning against the fence, like my nigga. So then, yo, I was so scared. So then he's just leaning there, and I'm like, how the fuck did he get there? Like, mind you, I peed quickly and like clean, wash my hands really quickly, and and then he's just there, and I'm like, all right, gotta go. Like, I'm going the other side, because there's two sides to exit. I take always the shortcut where like the basketball, where the guys be passing. I mean, I always take the shortcut where the guys be playing, instead of like taking the long way, because there's two exits. So I took the long way, because I was just like, this nigga's right there. So I was like, yeet. So then he's like, wait, wait, wait. Like, don't go, don't go. And I'm like, what do you want from me? Like, you fucking creep. Like, you're dead ass, like, stalking me. And then he grabbed, yo. He grabbed my arm, and he was like, wait. I was like, this nigga strong. Like, I'm just 12 years old. Like, what the fuck you gonna do? And yo, there was like no one in the park. And I was like, yo, like if I scream, it's gonna be too late. Like that's it. My life is over. I'm dead. Like. So I was just like, oh my god, like what am I gonna do? He was like, what? And then I was just like, what? He was just like, wait, like you keep like, you know. He was just like, you keep like denying me. And then like he talked straight Mexican, like this nigga Mexican, so he talked straight Spanish, and like obviously I understood. So he was just telling me that in Spanish. He was like, espera, like necesito like hablar contigo. And I was just like, well, like what do you need to talk to me? Like you don't even know me. Like, and at that time I didn't know his dad knew my dad like really well, until my dad told me. And then I was just like, oh, this nigga's the son. Like, I'm gonna get into another story with this. Hold on. So then he grabs my arm, and I'm like, yo, let go of me before I scream my lungs out. And then I'm here like thinking in the back of my head, like my sister better fucking hear my voice, because if not, then I'm dead. Like this is over. Like, and he was like, oh, like I parked my car like right there. Like when I saw you walking towards that direction, like I got the car, and when he told me that, I was like, yo, what the fuck? So that's when I thought, like, like what you gonna think? Like you're gonna get kidnapped or some shit. And then, I kind of calmed down, because he was just like, wait, like I need to talk to you. But like I said, I was just like, what do you need to talk to me about? Like, my nigga, like, what? So then he was just like, come on, like, you've been like ripping my little notes that I write to you or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, cause like you're old, like what the fuck. And at that time, like I was 9, then like 10, and then like now 12 at that time. So it's just like, bro, to me you look like you was like 18 or whatever. But like I guess cause like people that go over like back from where they come from, like they look older. So that's why I thought he was like older. So then I calmed down because I was just like, okay, there's like a truck right there. Like, she was coming in to sell ice cream or whatever, like a truck. So then I like was calm because I was just like, I know the lady's gonna like obviously help me if something goes wrong. So then he was just like, oh, come on, like, just add me on AIM. Like, I need to get to know you, whatever. So, I didn't give him the chance to, like, what is it called? Like, yeah, like, let's talk, whatever. But I was just like, fine, like, give me your AIM. Like, just please don't ever do this again. Like, what the fuck? You scared the shit out of me. And then y'all probably gonna think, like, what the fuck? This shit is crazy. But after that, like like I added him or whatever. Like after like a week, he was like, "Oh, finally, like you've remembered me." Like, um, there was this shit that he said. Like a lot of Mexicans say it. It was like, "Oh, te olvidaste de los pobres," basically saying like, you forgot about the. It's in English sounds weird because it says like it's like, oh, you forgot about the poor people, but like in reality it's like mostly referring to like you forgot about me basically. So anyways, after that he was like, oh, come on, like give me a chance, whatever, and then I was just like, oh, you're bugging, like like I think I think it was like 6 to 7 years like older difference, and mind you I was 12, so like what the hell. And then he was like, oh, come on, like give me a chance, just let's be friends. And then if after that, if we become really good friends, we could be boyfriend and girlfriend. And in my head I was like, no, nigga, like yeet. And after that I was just like, bro, like this is crazy. Like I really thought I was gonna get kidnapped, and that was pretty much it towards this story. But like at that age, like you think you're gonna get kidnapped. Like I don't care like what anyone says. Like if you're in my situation and you get out the bathroom and you see this nigga standing right in the fence, like looking all creepy and shit, what you gonna think? You're gonna think like, oh shit, like I'm about to get robbed or some shit. Like they're gonna throw me in a truck or some shit. And mind you, like I always check my bag, but for some reason, like I don't even know how the fuck he up here. But then he told me like, oh, he had a car, so he drove mad quickly, so that by the time like I got out, he was gonna stand there. And I was just like, yo, what the fuck? This is crazy. So then after that, like I said, his dad knew my dad because they were on the same team, like in the same league, and as well in the same team, and they were like really close. And after a few years passed, like I was 12 at that time when I thought, and then a few years passed by, and then 3 years passed by, and then I was, oh, 2 years passed by, and I was 14. So for most Mexicans, it's a tradition to do quinceañera or whatever. So this nigga becomes to be my chambelán. If y'all don't know that, what is that? Well, it's basically like he being in my dance court for my sweet 15. And so yeah, cause my dad was just like, oh, cause I wanted like at least 7 chambelanes, seven to 9 chambelanes, and I think I had 7, if I'm not mistaken. So then my dad goes, oh, like you still need to find more dance guys, right? And then I'm like, yeah. He was just like, oh, you could ask my friend's son. My friend, like, he has his son. And I'm like, who? And then when he told me who it was, I was like, the nigga that almost kidnapped me? Like, well, the nigga that I thought I was gonna get kidnapped by. And then I was just like, yo, that's gonna be so weird. But I never told my dad until like literally yesterday because my sister mentioned him, and my sister told me that his uncle died due to COVID-19, and I was just like, oh my god, like that's crazy. And like his uncle was really cool, like he was cool people. And I was just like, wow. And then I was just like, yo, Danya, yo, you remember this and that? And then that's why I'm doing the story time. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, he became in my dance court in my Sweet 15. And yeah, we started talking, like, you know, friends and shit. But like, sometimes he'll be like trying to flirt, and I was just like, no. And then after that, like, we didn't really talk, because then after that, I felt like after that, he noticed that I wasn't like paying mind to him, or like I was just like, you know, whatever, like he's nothing. Um, I guess he got mad, and he wanted to start talking to my sister. I was just like, yo, what the fuck? But I was just like, stupid, like, whatever. And then after that, we stopped talking after my Sweet 15, and that was pretty much it. He did come to the park a few times, and then I don't know, like, about him like that, because I don't have him on social media. I used to have him on Facebook, because that's how I would communicate with my dent. Well, that's how I would communicate with my chambelanes. And after that, I guess he got a girl pregnant, and I guess the girl blocked me or some shit. Well, not blocked me, but unfriended me. And I was just like, whatever, because like I really didn't care about him. You know, I appreciate he being in my dance corps or whatever, but after that I was just like, I don't care, like, you know, like unless I liked him, then I would have been like, why the fuck he unfriended me and whatever. But like, boo, bye. Like, these girls be getting so mad and jealous, but whatever. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the story time. Hopefully y'all liked it or found it like interesting or entertaining. It was scary, like the moment that I was living that situation. Guys, so this is the end of my video. Hopefully y'all found this video interesting, something different. I don't really do story times, but if y'all want to see more, then let me know down in the comments down below. If y'all want to hear more story times, like, I'll be happy to do more like these. I feel like these are more like interesting, like, you know, entertaining for y'all. Well, hopefully, because I don't really have a big audience. But anyways, if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't so already, and turn on your bell button so that you could get notified every time I upload a new video. And follow me on my social media. It will be down in the description box as always. And yeah, bye guys, and stay safe. See you in the next video.